Congratulations, you are the winner.
Go, Lily. Go, Lily. Oh, I thought it was going to be better than that. I thought it might be better than that. But no, still good. Here he is. A 65 stream streak. A 65 stream streak. Thank you so much, Pemmy. Incredible scenes. Incredible scenes. Well done. Well done. Thank you so much for a 65 stream streak. Jet, I was just about to change. Twinsies. Well done, Lily. Thank you so much. Another 65 stream streak. What are the rest of you playing at? You should be keeping up with these two trailblazers. Where's this true fan? What level of stream streaks there? Anywho, are we done? Hello. I decided I'd give this another go. I decided I'd give the smiley face another go. I'm still not convinced, but Jet likes it, so we'll keep it for Jet at this point in time. How are we all? Are we good? You like it. You do like it. Yes. So, Kubu, you missed it. I'll just switch this off for a second. Positive vibes in it. There you go. Yes. I could maybe try and find somewhere else for that first to go. What did I miss? Under your badge. This time, indeed. I tried this smiley face out, this neon smiley face last time. And I wasn't terribly convinced about it. I don't know. It seems incredibly bright. Although I have to say, when I looked back on it on when I looked back on the VOD, it actually looked a bit better on the VOD than it does in my camera right now at this minute. You'll also see, Jet, that I have balanced out the camera a little bit so we're not sliding off the screen. Just for you as well. See the things I do for you. Wow, you're blind. It's right underneath your badge. Yes. No, you weren't here at the last stream, so that's why you missed it. But yeah, it's better when the first badge is away. You can sleep easy now, indeed. So yeah, I'm still the jury's out still a little bit on it. It'll stay for a bit, and then if I do get fed up with it, then I think if it was just I can't influence how bright it is. If I could turn it down a couple of notches, I think I'd probably be a bit happier about it. But it just seems to be like the sun, blazing like the sun in the corner of my room. It needs a name, I think. Well, we can have a think about that. God, I'm tired today. I don't know why, Teddy. It's not a chocolate orange. I'm not quite sure why I'm so tired because I haven't done a huge amount this weekend, but my God. Round about 4 o'clock, the boys started to hassle. The boys normally go out for their walk round about 5:15. Between 5:15 and 5:30. And then they started to hassle round about 4 o'clock today. So we took them out. So we're obviously back in the house for 5. Had shower, etc. And then sat down as my partner went in the bath. And I could feel myself just sort of deflating. I was just like, oh my God, all the energy's draining out of me. So you're actually quite lucky that I'm here at all. I did actually at one point think, nah, I'm not going to stream tonight. I'm just gonna play Pokopia myself. And then I thought, well, that's stupid. At the end of the day, I'm going to play Pokopia. I'd be as well doing it on stream, but maybe starting a bit earlier, which means I can finish a bit earlier and get to bed on time. See, the issue I've got is that I need it probably at least half an hour after stream to just kind of gear down a little bit. Because you've obviously got everything zooming around your head from everything that's been going on in stream, and you just need a little bit of time to sort of settle down.
Shit.
Here he
Here we
is.
go again.
How are we, Grim? How are we, Heart? I never said hello to everybody. Well done, Kuwu, on getting first. Hello, Lily. Thank you so much for 65 stream streak. Pemmy, thank you. 65 stream streak. Jet, thank you, thank you, thank you. Lily, yeah, I said that. And Grim, hello, hello, hello. Is that everybody? Is that everybody who's spoken so far? Don't want to miss anybody out, but thank you, thank you, thank you. So yes, I was in two minds, but I thought, as I say, I was just going to sit and play Pokopia for a few hours. I think it was something to do with the fact that I sat Nat. I think I'm a bad influence on Nat, because Nat doesn't chat, and Nat's never chatted. And I think she keeps coming in here. Now that Grim is here, I'm leaving. Oh, I see. You're leaving. But Kubu, I was saying last night or the other night, I can't remember whether you were here. I don't think you were here. That when I checked back the stats of the stream, you are definitely number one top yapper. You, um, and I think you've got something like 38,500 messages in chat over the time that you've been here. Grim is second, and he's got about 34,500. So you're a good bit higher than he is. But Kuwu is top yapper, indeed. So yes, Ku has how many? 38,500. So I think she's about 5,000, I think she's about 4,000 messages ahead of you. That's not to say that you now have to type message after message after message in the chat, Grim. Because if you start doing that, hello, Megan, how are you? Lovely to see you in. Did you survive Sky's thingy last night? Film night? Are we all good? Have we recovered? Was it messy? Barely. Okay. Uh, what movies were you watching? I can't remember. I saw that you were having the movie night. I didn't see which movies they were. Just count from 1 to 4K. Yeah. Time to repeat something for 4. Yeah, absolutely. And as soon as I see that happening, Grim, you'll be timed out. Kuru can't leave or she will lose her yapper status to Grim. Yeah, no. Grim got lost in the wilderness for 2 months. She had work at 7 a.m. in the morning. Oh, nightmare. Um, and just as a warning, a shot across the bows. But Grim got lost in the wilderness. For he went out the country and didn't come back for 2 months. And I think Kubu stretched her lead at that point. So that's what it was. We were watching Fast and Furious 6. The rules were brutal. I don't know why Sky does this to us. I don't know either. Here's another bit of death lore. I have never seen a Fast and Furious movie. Don't know why. Cool. Apparently, me and you bounce. Apparently, okay, me and you bounce off each other. Yes, I don't think I have either. Um, yeah, never seen one. Don't know why. Just never really been. They're my guilty pleasure. Maybe I should watch one. I don't think it's not a conscious. I am definitely not watching that movie. I've just never really sat down thinking I'll watch that. I normally quite like an action kind of a dumb sort of action movie. Tokyo Drift is the best one. I've heard that actually. I might start there at some point. It's been a long time since I've actually spent any time watching movies. Um, Between anime and music and stream and games and editing and I never really get a chance to just sit down and watch a movie from start to finish. Um, so it's one of these things. I know Banshee's like this as well. That she's been in a reading arc recently. So she's it's a spin-off. It's not even connected to me. Oh well, that might be that might be exactly the place for me to start then. But I know she's been in a reading arc. And then she was on a bit of a movie watching arc ahead of the Oscars to make sure that she'd seen all the movies that were potentially going to win. So that just meant stream took a bit of a backseat. So it's kind of hard. There's so much going about, so much media going about. Trying to actually balance everything. No, well, Grim, to be fair, you're far behind there as well. Because we've just had Pemmy and Lily in stream with 65 stream streaks. So I think your report card's going to have to say try harder. You need to lose more life, not get life. and catch up that 20 stream streak. I'm so bad for watching movies. I said I was going to get on it this year, but I've already fallen off. Yeah, it's a time sink. Everything's a time sink, isn't it? I was talking about the fact that my anime watching for the season has sort of stalled a little bit, and I'm desperately trying to catch it all back up before the new, because the new season's only about 2 weeks away, and I need to do a serious amount of catching up to finish things off before that time. So we will see if I can get there in time. I'm hoping it's one of those seasons that I don't see a hell of a lot that I want to pick up on, so I can actually just roll some of the ones that I maybe don't quite get finished this season into next season and just finish them off and then pick up anything, because I've picked up another couple of things that I want to play as well. So and I want to watch as well over the course of the season. Some older ones as well that have been recommended. So I need to do a bit of that as well. So, yeah, other stuff. It's so loosely connected to the movies that you can skip it and you'll be confused 2 minutes in the rest of the movies. Okay. Okay. Anybody watching Tip to Tip China? Ludwig's epic journey. Hello, Parto. How are you? Hopefully, you've had a good weekend. Um, I mean, you can. I suppose Ludwig's one of these guys. You either love or hate him, but I'm fairly ambivalent. I quite like some of his stuff, and I'm not that bothered about other stuff that he does. But I think this epic adventure that he pushed himself on last year, where he took Michael Reeves with him and a couple of motorbikes, and they started in the south of Japan, with knowing very little Japanese, and heading to the most northern tip was just so good watching, because they're not allowed to use their phones, they're not allowed to use maps, and they're not allowed to use highways. So they kind of have to go B roads, um, and basically just ask people how to get to places. So it was hilarious last year. It took them so they were going sideways for the first day or so. They were going sideways rather than forward, and they actually had convinced themselves that they were on an island and needed to get off the island when they were actually still on the mainland, which was fantastic. But this year, um, because last year probably wasn't quite hard enough for them, they've decided to go tip to tip in China, 3,000 kilometers from the from the south of China to the tip of China. So they've been trying to learn Mandarin in a concentrated fashion. It's so funny. The first episode is just absolutely hilarious because they kind of got by with Japanese, because there's an element of Japanese. If you say it with enough confidence and with an accent, you can almost use the English word, and people will understand. But in Mandarin, it's all about inflection and tone. So they're saying the most bizarre things, and the Chinese folk are like, "Sorry," and they're saying, "I'm sorry, I don't really understand." And they don't understand them saying, "I don't understand." So it's absolutely hilarious. They've already got themselves in such a muddle with some things because nobody understands at all, and they don't. In Japan, they always came across maybe somebody. Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's the problem that they're having, because they've been taught by one person who lives in a certain part of China, and when they're saying things to the people that they're meeting now, they don't quite understand, even though they might be saying it right. They don't quite understand the other dialect, which is kind of funny. It's not really going to help them terribly much. Um, and the other funny thing, the really funny thing is that seemingly everybody in China smokes. Japanese is so full of loan words from English. They've an entirely separate alphabet just for the loan words. Yeah, absolutely. And everybody's been dead friendly, but every time they stop and speak with someone, they get offered a cigarette. And I think Ludwig either has smoked in the past or smokes every now and again. Michael has never smoked. So, but he doesn't want to be rude because he's in somebody else's country. So he keeps taking these cigarettes and lighting them and going, and then just leaving it burning like this until it burns down to the point where he can actually just stub it out politely. It's quite funny. So it is it's a good laugh, and it's very much just a vlog of them and their adventures over the course of each given day. So I'm kind of hoping that I think this was supposed to last about 2.5 weeks. So I'm kind of hoping that they just get that finished in time for the cyclothon, Connor's cyclothon, to be announced. That would be pretty cool if we can go from one into the other. Pete and Chris were out on a walk and talk today, and Chris was obviously desperately wanting to announce the cyclothon because he kept hinting at it. And Pete kept saying, "No, no, no, we don't know anything about the cyclothon. We're not talking about that right now." I think he was just trying to make sure that Chris didn't let anything out of the bag. But yeah, that's always a good laugh as well. The only problem with that one is that it starts, obviously, for the UK, it starts in a really awkward time. It starts about 2 a.m. So you can never actually really see terribly much. You kind of catch the last 20, 30 kilometers. It's good when they stop off somewhere, because that means they push the actual cycling bit back a bit. But yeah, good times, good times. So I'm hoping. I think there was talk of it happening in April. So I'm kind of hoping that by the time Ludwig and Michael get finished in China, we are very close to starting the cyclothon. Um, and I'm also hoping that Mousy gets better in time for it because she's not very well at this point in time. So, I think she's having one of her poorer episodes. So I saw her cancelling something that she was supposed to be attending due to ill health, and she hasn't streamed for a while as well, which is and the last 2 or 3 streams before she stopped, she sounded terrible. So hopefully she's looking after herself, and we'll get the whole gang back together, which will be good. So other than that, what did I do today? Not a lot. There was no Grand Prix, so I was a bit annoyed about that. Had to kind of fill in my time. I've really just watched Ludwig, and there was someone else I watched as well. Oh, yeah, Chris and Pete doing their walk and talk. And I'm hoping that it probably won't happen tomorrow, but Pete normally does his walk and talk on a Monday, so I'm kind of hoping we get another one of those, but I don't think we're going to get it. But anywho, there we go. What is the time? Maybe we just go for a quick Scamstino, and then we'll get straight into Pokopia, because last time I was playing it, I discovered a new place now that I can actually surf. Um, and there are some very interesting characters on this new place. And I do need to then open a new door, because I think Banshee's been to the place that I have been already. That I haven't been. She's been to that place, and she said some of the upgrades you get are actually really, really worthwhile. So we need to go and have a look at that. So anyway, let's us jump across to here.
Nom 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 nom. Oh, nom 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 nom.
Doesn't work on this screen, Pemmy.
Ta-da!
There we go. Right. Ooh, there was a lot of points on Ultra Green Zero. Everybody, Pemmy has gone absolutely wild with the Ultra Green. Incredible scenes. The prediction result. Pemmy's saying rigged and won. I don't know quite how that means. And Hybraxia Games. Hello, Hybraxia. How are you? Well, nice to see you in. Right, put that off. Rigged. I think I think Pemmy meant it was rigged that he didn't get Cookie Monster, rather than it was Scamsino. So let me do this, and we will then be back in a couple of minutes. Welcome in, Heartless. Right, look at that. Straight in there. Fantastic. If you love Curse Chaos, what is this? What is what? um, what is what? I think that played last time you came in. How was your day, Heartless, yesterday? Was it good? Did you end up having a nice day? Hopefully you did. Right. Oh. Do that. I think we'll call. You can see a chat. Ooh, yeah, you can see a chatted for 30 minutes, Lily. If you want, it was good. I got Japanese barbecue. Nice, nice, nice. Very nice. Good. Right. Let's get into this. Oh, look at this. It's working. All the stuff I've done over the weekend has worked. Nice. Okay, look who I found. Hello, Clem. Look, Lily, look. In fact, where's Kisa? We need to get Kisa. Because Kisa was desperate. Desperate. Oh, look at all these things. Right, so where I am, just so you know, there's lots of stuff happening. Is I surfed from where we found Magikarp. And climbed up on where there was the broken bridge. Hello. Do you happen to have any small logs? Where is my Eevee? If you leave some with me, I can process them into pieces a little bit. Okay, that's fine. Yes, right. Okay. That was very fast, Kisa. There's your Eevee. Cute. Anywho, so that's where we are. Ooh, the environment's gone up. Nice. The shop now is a wider selection of items. It's so cute. I love games like that. I love this game. Is great. I am really, really, really enjoying it. I have to say. 37. Well, not so great tonight, Kisa. I'm sure you'll get there though. You got this week's stamp card. Yes. Oh, I didn't do so well last week. Okay. Challenges. Okay, new challenge has been added. This one is only on the Switch 2, right? Yes, it is, unfortunately. Okay, nothing there. Right, let's see what's in the shop. A boat door. Okay. What that? A lace? I think I bought that when it was... okay. Yeah, no. I know. There will at some point be an absolutely you must buy it. But I mean, the thing is that it's I was very surprised at the way Assassin's Creed performed on it. So it's becoming more, you don't even play, yeah, but I suppose the thing is that Assassin's Creed played really well. Resident Evil Requiem has been given a big thumbs up about how it plays on the Switch. It's becoming a bit of an alternative. If you don't want it to be absolutely, you know, PC level visuals, it runs solidly on the Switch too. So it's becoming more of an option, let's say. Whereas before, I got a Steam Deck. Ah, right, okay. I got one of them very early on in the Steam Deck's career, and it's good because I've kind of modded it to be able to play emulated things. So that's quite cool. I play more emulated things on it than my actual Steam library, to be quite honest. But right, so last time I built a lot of environments here, so I could have a lot of new Pokemon to go and have a look for. I'm keeping smashing them. I got a recipe for a cork board. Nice. See, the one thing that I'm finding, I love the game Heartless here, but The one thing I am finding, it's almost a frustration, but it's not quite a frustration, is I want to tidy everything up. And I want to make nice environments like in Animal Crossing. But the game keeps sort of pushing me from behind to say, don't do that now. Go to the next bit, go to the next bit, go to the next bit. And I can understand why, because you would just spend the rest of your life making the environment nice. And there are other areas we need to go and find new Pokemon in. Who's coming out of here? Oh, it's Geodude! Hey! Oh, kicked again. I'd hoped I wouldn't get kicked since I didn't see any humans around here. Wait a minute. You're a Pokemon, aren't you? I guess it's still possible for me to get kicked by a Pokemon who looks like a human, huh? Well, I learned something today. Thanks. Geodude talks like Grim. What's that about? At rest, it looks just like a rock. Carelessly stepping on it will make it swing its fists angrily. Right, I am now friendly with Geodude. Okay. Now, I thought this was shaking, was it not? Did it not shake? I thought I saw a tree shaking in the distance. There's someone up in the flowers up here, though. Whoa, who's that? Magby, nice to meet you. I am just taking a break right now. Okay, I just woke up. So if I let myself get too excited, I would only get tired again. This is the Pokemon equivalent of Kumu. This home is nice and toasty, which is perfect for times like this. Well, maybe not then. If the home is nice and toasty, perhaps not, because she's permanently cold in her house. A live coal Pokemon. Good God. Each and every time it inhales and exhales, sparks leak from its mouth and nostrils. Okay. I could have sworn that tree was shaking when I first came in. Obviously not now. We've got something over here that we can go and collect. Honey, I think. Probably. Okay. Let's do that. See, the desire to go and just clear up everything on that beach area is almost overwhelming. But I know it doesn't actually do me any good at the end of the day, so there's no point in doing it. It's not like I'm going to suddenly get... Oh, I tell you what, I put stuff down here. I wonder if anything's rustling down here. No? Okay. Right. Fair enough. I'll just go around and pick up... Oh, look, there's traces of a Pokemon here. Hi. Found a trace of Pokemon. Okay, what kind of environment are we going to have to build here? A tree-shaded, snoozing Snorlax. What? We have to find a nap time bed. Okay. A nap time bed. I don't think I've got a recipe for a nap time bed. Look at Geodude and Machop running about. How amazing. This is what I quite like about it as well, that there's stuff happening in the back of the environment. If you're not paying attention... They're just playing. Game of the year. Yeah. I don't think there's anything insidious going on. They're just playing. Okay. So this whole area over here as well that I could go and have a look at, but I kind of think maybe I shouldn't. Because this isn't the area that I really want to check out. I want to go back over the... Did that just respawn? How bizarre. The area I really want to check out is back off where we found Onyx. Because Banshee said that some of the upgrades you get there are really worth having. So this area is supposed to be an area where you kind of come with friends. It said, please feel free to sort of build up the environment and everything when you invite friends over. So potentially I should just kind of leave here right now, and we can come back later. Yes. It's almost like a kind of Dream Island type thing. But there was a door that we uncovered or discovered when we went to speak to Onyx that I didn't go through. I went the other direction. So I want to go to that tonight and do a bit of exploration and see if we can get some new friends there. Which was... You sense a large presence coming from the ocean. Ooh. Here's our pal. Is this Kyogre? Is it here? Hello? Should I wait or should I... It must be coming slowly. It's not in the sky anyway, so... Okay, let's not bother too much about that. We want to go across and get this...
Can I pet that dog?
No. Pet that dog.
Can I pet that dog?
No, he's
Can I
sleeping.
pet that dog?
Right. I can't quite remember where the door is, but I think it was up here. Woo! Oh, that's how you jump. Okay. For a second I couldn't remember the jump button. Maybe it wasn't. I can't... Oh, there it is. I knew it was somewhere around here. Has anybody got a busy week ahead? Anything, any unusual happenstance? Have you got a busy week at uni, Lily? I'm quite looking forward to this week because it shouldn't be quite as hectic as last week. For me. Okay, I think we need to eat something here. Oh my god! Kisa! It's all the low scores tonight. I am pretty. You'll get there. I'm sure you'll get there. That's because you got 3 yesterday. Absolutely. Okay, here's the professor. He has to be here for every... I have a French test on Friday. Ooh, on a Friday? That's not very weekend friendly, is it? Right before you finish with the weekend. That's a bit off, that one. Friday afternoon? Oh my god. No, 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 no. My brain would have shut down by that point. Okay, where's this place? Oh, It looks like the humans were doing some sort of work here. Perhaps we'll find some trace of what happened to them. Or maybe the humans themselves will still be around. Let's go see. Right. The path seems to continue on ahead of us, so let's follow it. Okay. Heartless, are you still here? In the background. I just wanted to ask a streamer question. You are? Have you ever, when you've been watching a VOD and you want to clip something, have you ever had a bit where you clip it and it just keeps saying stopped, error, and it won't let you download the clip? It seems to clip it, but it won't let you save it or download it. This has happened 3 times to me now at various points in 3 different VODs. That I've found a bit that I think is worthy of pulling out into a short or whatever. And I've gone in and tried to clip. I've set up the clip, done all the bits and pieces, hit save. Yeah, it's so annoying. Because there's 3 absolutely banger moments that I've thought that is absolutely exactly what I want to clip out. And it won't do it. It won't let me save it. So it's really irritating. I'm glad it's not just me though. This is slightly more rugged terrain than we've encountered up until now. Oh aye, look at the nick of this. Oh, there's electricity coming out of the ground. And I don't even see any Pokemon, let alone humans. I just hope we can find something, even the smallest trace of what happened to the humans. He seems absolutely obsessed with the humans. Now then, where to begin? Where to begin? Oh, over there. Is that a PC? And the pile of rubble next to it looks like what's left of a Pokemon Center. Okay, that tells us that in the past, this too was a town where humans and Pokemon lived together. I don't see anything else that looks like a cute clue, so let's start by checking out that PC. Come on, Deathy. I started using Streamlabs or CapCut. I'll save my whole VOD. Yeah. I normally download the VOD anyway before I upload it to YouTube, so I might just clip it from there. Why are there so many questions? I don't know, Kuwu. And why do you procrastinate so much? Well, there's only one person that can answer that, I'm afraid. The PC is not responding. Now, that's an odd-looking screen, if ever I saw one. Is this a newer model or something? At any rate, try pushing some buttons and see what happens. It's not. What? Oh dear, this does put us in a pickle. If we can't use the PC, it will be much more difficult to explore the area. What's making that crackling sound? Oh, electricity. So can I pick that? Machines like this PC need electricity to work. If we can get the PC over to that spot with the sparks of electricity, we should be able to use it properly. So, Deathy, would you mind pushing this PC over to the electricity? You push the PC as hard as you can. But it's so heavy that it won't budge. It's a Pentium. It's a Pentium off of the 90s. It's too heavy, even for you, is it? I myself am altogether useless when it comes to feats of strength. I mean, I think you could have cut that sentence off at, I myself am altogether useless. You did need to qualify it with feats of strength. You want to eat questions too. Okay. Hello, Pissy. How are you? So what should we do? Why don't we take a little break and think this over? Okay. Ooh, cave mushrooms. 1% of them. Everybody's just absolutely... Nobody is menacing today. Everybody's just really poor menace-wise. What's this? Okay, I can't do anything with that. This looks a bit sus, doesn't it? This looks like there's something behind here. Okay. What is going on here? You've been selected has been added to your human records. Thank you for entering a recent drawing for the Easy Kitchenware set. We're excited to inform you that your name was selected. Please find your kitchenware set enclosed. Happy cooking. I think I've got a Hitmonlee in the other area. Cool. I got a recipe for industrial bed. Nice. I've got a Hitmonchan and a Hitmonlee, I think. Hello, Void. How are you? Found a trace of a Pokemon. How are you? How are you? A mossy rest spot. That looks like a Pokemon I want. Okay, I have discovered that. Moss times 4 down a cave. Right, so we need to find another... Ooh, look. A workbench. To move something heavy. Right, hang on a minute. I need to find more moss. Ladder. Ooh. What have we... What the heck is... Ooh. I don't think I'd ever get to the crying stage, Void, but it's certainly very good. I got 10 strings of party bunting. Woohoo! Whoa! This place is insane. Ooh. Shovels. Excavation tools. Okay. You just keep finding more and more and more and more and more. It's really overwhelming at times. It just keeps going on, and you're like, am I going too far? Should I be going this far into things already? Should I be doing something else? It is quite mind-blowing. Yes, cool. What? Can I help you? Just be for once. Yeah, I like to know that I'm not. It's I like to know that I'm not. It's not missing out at all. I just don't want to go. I think because I did when I went to that second area, I kind of went free roam for a bit, and ended up doing a lot of stuff that the story then told me to do. So I'd kind of jumped the gun on a huge amount of stuff because I just went wandering about. But my natural instinct is to go around and pick things up and have a look at them, and it's kind of weird. I got a recipe for a perch. Ooh, what's this? Yeah, absolutely. What is that? This might work if it's placed near water. Okay, right at the start of the game, it literally stops you from going further so it could teach you stuff. Now it's letting you explore because that format works so well. Well, absolutely. Well, that's what happened in the second area. I went kind of mad, running round and round and round and round, investigating everything. And then I could, like, the Snorlax. I couldn't do anything. I found the Snorlax, but I couldn't do anything with the Snorlax because I wasn't supposed to. I needed to wait for the story to catch up with the fact that I'd found a Snorlax behind some stones. So it was a bit like, okay, couldn't you just have, like, stopped me from progressing then, rather than let me run about, pick thousands of things up, and then I'm now having to go back. Yeah. PTSD. It's not a complaint about the game, because obviously there's thousands of stuff to do. I'm just... It's so vast. You keep seeing things and thinking, ooh, let's run over there. And then thinking, well, maybe I shouldn't be going there. It just never woke up. Well, I'm glad to say that we actually managed to get our Snorlax to waking up, so... there's that. Did I see something here? It was shiny. I thought I saw a shiny here. Yeah, but that's gaming, isn't it? They stopped you. People would be like, "Boo, Dev stopped me." Yeah, now you're. Yeah, I'm not saying Boo Devs didn't stop me. I'm just like, it's kind of freaking me out that I've got so much freedom. With very little sort of direction, and then I find myself having to go back and do stuff that I've already sort of kind of half unlocked because I just went roaming. So I really should probably be doing this. Here's a house over here. I really should go back and speak to the professor, and he'll no doubt put me on a track for... Okay, we'll get this. Katie's journal has been added to your human records. I can't think of anything. I need to have 4 design proposals ready in 2 days. But I'm coming up blank. I was begging my Smeargle for help, and he scribbled some random patterns on a piece of paper and handed it to me. Are those design pictures? That's so cute. Actually, that gives me an idea. Back to work. You're getting closer. I don't think it's going too slowly. I mean, I can make him run faster. I don't think I'm kind of too slow or whatever. I got a small stage. There's another document. Tomorrow's meals. Hamburger steak, carrot bread. No, don't use the mushrooms. Those are for next week's soup. Okay. Right. Let's go back and speak to the professor and see what's... Hello. I see you, sneaky. 3 bunches of balloons. Nice. Okay, we can obviously... What's that? See, this is what happens. I'm like, I'll go and speak to the professor, and on my way to speak to the professor, I think, ooh, what's that over there? Artificial hot spring now open has been added to your human records. On the 8th of this month, an artificial hot spring debuted in Area 7's communal bath area. This hot spring recreates the quality spring water found in Laveridge Town in the Hoenn region. If it proves popular, there are plans to install hot springs in each area. Nice. I think I saw something shiny there. How do I get up there? No way of doing that straight away. Okay, another document. Plenty of documents. To Harry. Look at this cute photo of Rio. I took it when Growly, who just moved in next door, came over to play. Doesn't she look happy? Lately, she's been spending every free minute playing with Growly. At this rate, she'll probably forget all about you. Rude. Just kidding. But if you're worried about that, maybe you should finally visit next summer break. Okay. Right, can we get down to that? Yes, we can. Ooh. 3 bottles of fresh water. So that was worth the effort. No. Right, let's go across here and see what's in there before we go back and speak to the professor. I like these train tracks. Do we have to replace all the train tracks? And ooh, What's through here? We got a recipe for an iron table. Okay. I can't get through there. Boo. Okay, I can't do that. Right, let's go back and speak to the professor, and we'll take it from there. We'll move things on from that point of view. And then you find stuff again. 5 bags of elegant flower seeds. Ooh. Right, okay. Let's go back and speak to the prof. And see what he's wanting us to do. Oops. Based on appearance, I'd say this area used to be a mine. Back when there were humans here, they must have worked together with a number of machoke to dig up iron ore and copper ore and such. What's a machoke? Machoke are Pokemon who really love training their muscles. They are known for being buff, tough, and just all-round extremely strong. I've heard they use that strength of theirs to help humans with their manual labor. Eureka! Maybe we could entice a machoke to come back here by making a suitable home. A Pokemon as strong as Machoke could easily move even that heavy PC. I'm sure of it. Give it a go. Except, I don't actually know what type of home a Machoke would live in. First off, do you suppose you could use your moves to make a few habitats other Pokemon might like? If that causes a Machoke to return, all the better. But even if it doesn't, any new Pokemon we might meet actually know a Machoke. So let's see. You could start by using Water Gun to restore some withered plants, and planting more tall grass with leafage would also be a good idea. Okay, Prof, you've got it. Let's go. Water. The test is doing things to you. Ooh, look at this. It might not be your night tonight, Casey. This is a very different looking environment. We has ads starting soon. The music is extremely relaxing. Better head to work. Don't say that part. That means Monday's coming. Thank you so much for being here, partner. Really appreciate it, as ever. Hope it goes well for you. An industrial chair. I might have an environment somewhere. I think I've already got a Machoke. On that Dream Island place. Your niece has baked cookies today. Don't say that around Kubu. There'll be too much excitement. You haven't tasted them yet, okay. How old are your nieces, Lily? Oh, the bake-off for Stand Up to Cancer on tonight, which will be quite cool. You're watching that later? Yeah, I'm recording it, so. I do like the bake-off. Okay, I'm just gonna... Oh god, that's not the right one. I'm just gonna clear up this whole area, I think, right here. problem. Anything you need to do, Kulu, you know we're always here. Defying the laws of physics now. So we've now got blocks hanging about in midair. One of these is 3. One's 9. So okay. Oh, I might not have. Volcanic ash. I got a Clefairy doll. Whoa. Yes. You can plop a doll down anywhere, and when you talk to it, surprise, Drifloon will come floating over to greet you. Furthermore, the island you will take depends on what kind of doll you use. Okay, if you're desperate to go to a dream island for materials, but Drifloon is nowhere nearby, we hope you remember this helpful tip. Okay, we've got 3 minutes of ads. I'm just going to keep playing through tonight. I'm not going to stop tonight. I really wish I had... Oh, hang on a minute. Okay. Indeed. I just like the chill feel of it. You don't have to think terribly hard about it. You can just enjoy your time. Just as we're talking about games, I don't know how many of you have seen the offline graphic that I've got. But this week we are going to go back to Planet of Lana on Tuesday. See how far we can get through that. Ooh, there's a house. And then on Thursday, I think this week, we will play some Grime. And then on Sunday, we'll probably play Pokopia, but I'm not sure. And if I get any chance to do anything else, then it might be Assassin's Creed. So I don't think I've got any other keys at the moment that I need to do content for, so that's the way things are going to look this week. As it stands, that may change. Subject to change as ever. I suddenly decide that I'm not really in the mood for something, then I might play something else. I do want to make progress with Planet of Lana because I think I'm enjoying Planet of Lana, but I'm finding the fact that I'm leaving too much time between each time I play it. So it's actually taking me, you know, a bit of the stream to remember which controls I need to use. So it's kind of cutting down on the limited time we've got anyway. So I do need to try and make some proper I think I'm about halfway through, so I think we've probably got at least 1, if not 2 streams of Planet of Lana to finish it. It's good though, I'm enjoying it. The puzzles have been pretty decent. Okay. It's alright, don't jump. We're all good. We're all good. Okay, nice. Okay, I'm gonna have to eat some more carrots. my PP up. PP is now back. Right, so we could build this house when we actually get to that point. We need to do... Let's do that and put... Now, we need forzers. So if we take that and stick that in there, does that create an environment? Oh, yes. A red tall grass habitat. Nice. Who's that Ooh. Lots of Pokemon come out of there. Interesting. Who do we think will come out of there? Look at this leafy glade down here. This looks amazing. Can we build something beside the water? Does that give us another environment, you think? Red tall grass beside water environment? Yes, a hydrated tall grass habitat. Nice. Oh, there's only one, oh, two Pokemon. Okay. Sweet. I wonder if you get one for putting 4 mushrooms together. I'll need to try that next. But that kind of feels like if they're cave mushrooms, there probably should be 4 mushrooms together in a cave. But we'll try. See what we get. Oh! Right, okay. Right, I would need to... Oh! Somebody's here already. That was quick. Who's this? Score, bunny. Ooh. Oh, hi there. Nice to meet you. Sorry, I just woke up, and that means it's time for a jog. Looks like there's space for me to take a breather too, so I might as well get going. Score, score. Oh, I should be careful not to burn this place down by accident. Yes, you should. You crazy bunny. Score, bunny. Okay. You earned a recipe as a reward for discovering lots of Pokemon. Go on us. A cart. Sweet. Can it not be a Mario Kart? Oh, about Macho. Okay, yes. Tell me about Macho, please. Can I help with something? Do you know Macho? They're just so cool, don't you think? All that muscle. Uh-huh. Ooh. Macho takes sandbags home to their job site when they're done working with them so they can train. Whenever they want. How cool is that? If you're looking for sandbags, I think I saw some kicking around here. Okay, so is that a hint that we need to get some sandbags? Right, okay. Ooh, look at the size of him. Chat, he's big. We need 2 sandbags and 4 red tall grass. Sandbags. Now, we have run round and round here, and I've seen no sandbags. What's that? That's not a wooden crate. It's like a whole kitchen. I've just got a recipe for an iron chair. That's the second time I've got that, I think. Stairs? What? Okay. Wild. There's a whole... Okay, that's out here. Right. Okay, okay, I get you. Oh, there's another document there, look. That we need to go get. Books. I really need to get this CD player. It's annoying as hell that I keep finding these CDs and I don't have a CD player. Okay, we need to get this. Rock Smash. What's that? A large lost relic. Yes. What's this over here? A lined stone floor. Okay. Right. Where are these? Almost ready for Bake Off, but I'll keep streaming. Thank you so much, Lily. Appreciate you. Right. Where are we going to find? Where are we going to find these 30 pieces of railway track? Oh, yeah. That sounds cool. Let's do this. Just so we're ready when the time comes. Ooh, I like the fact that it goes into a corner piece straight away. Weren't the games on last night's stream? Cool. Some really cool games last night. So it was a good night for the old... a good night for the demos last night. Look, we've actually found one as well. No way. How do I do this? This is cool. Okay. I can go up here and then smash this. Soak all that up. Nice. Okay, put that there. That there. That there. And there. And there's another document thing here as well. So much track. Life Dev Diary number 4 has been added to your human records. We have developed an app that will allow all members of our society to participate in creating a comfortable environment for Pokemon and humans. The budget and staff required to accomplish this feat were provided by the Foundation, and the app can be accessed by anyone via the Pokemon Center PC. Participants can start with easy tasks such as watering dry ground or planting seeds of various plants, anything that will please nearby Pokemon. The app will reward a participant with virtual coins, which can in turn be exchanged for a variety of prizes. This was my first time developing an app, and it was quite the challenge. However, with the help of many talented collaborators, we finally succeeded. The name of this app is Pokelife. I see. You don't know of any games coming out this year. Sandbags! How many sandbags did we get there? Just the one. Okay. Sandbags. Well, all the games we played on stream last night, all the demos we played on stream last night are coming out this year. This is why I tend to be far more tuned into what's happening with indie games than AAA games. So I'm not hugely interested in AAA releases. I'm normally sort of away with the big ones that might be coming out, but it's the indies that I'm more interested in. And there's some really good ones going to come out. I do want to put that, I really enjoyed that Solitaire game. That was cool. Forbidden Solitaire, I like the whole vibe of that. That was great fun. I really want to play that game, the full version of that game that we played the night that the dev came into chat and I was getting harassed on in-game and by the dev. That was fun. We would play the post office, Lost Letters was it was called? That was real fun. I can't wait for that to come out. That's going to be a blast to play on stream. Nice turret. Right, let's go there. And we need to take that. And put this here. And then we need to take a sandbag and put that there. And then take a sandbag and put that there. And then we need to do the water gun. And we need to do this. And we should have a machoke environment. You've restored a grassy training field. Nice. Okay. So here's hoping that that works. Leaf. Leaf. Our hydrated area doesn't get anybody approaching yet, which is a bit disappointing. However, oh look, right away. That was a good one. Yeah. Any second now. Here he is. So buff. Yeah. Oh hey, you watch me train? What do you think? My punches pack a lot of power. Huh? Nothing? Not even a raised eyebrow? Dang, you're something else, pal. How's that? Seriously? Is your face stuck? Have you only got one expression? Yeesh. Oh, now you have all the evolutions of this Pokemon. Indeed. Whatever, that was barely even half of my full power anyway. It willingly assists with hard labour because it knows the work is good for training its muscles. Okay, what, you need help with some heavy lifting? As much as I'd love to lend you a hamstring, I mean a hand, I think I need to wake my muscles up a bit first. But hey, I was just about to warm up. You should join me. Come on, let's get these bodies moving. First, we've got to find a wide open space for us to move around in. There's a nice spot up there. Let's go. Okay. Where? Over here. Dude, what about the nice wide open space that was right beside your house? Yeesh, what a mess. This would be a great spot for a stretching sesh if there wasn't so much stuff scattered everywhere. Alright, here's the plan. I'm going to warm up by flexing and doing cool poses. You're going to warm up by scooping up stone. To start, let's see you pick up 5 of the stone on the ground around here. Okay, pal, let's do this. Alright, Chief. I mean, you just woke up. Dude. Right, you've been flexing and I'm done. Hey, nice work picking up these stones. There's so much room for activity now. Is there? But is there really? Now it's just this big old boulder blocking our fun. Alright, time to show my strength. Here we go. You ready for this? I guess. Hop, hop, ah. Phew. Well, you impressed or what? I haven't actually done anything yet, dude. A lot of blood, sweat and hard work went into building my bod up enough to... No way! I've learned strength. I am super buff. What? You learn strength just by watching me? You gotta be kidding. Ain't you ever heard that biceps don't get built in a day? I used to be gym bro. Back about 20 years ago I was gym bro. You're telling me you can use strength now? Seriously? I got muscles. Whoa, I like that confidence. Alright then. How about you give me a little demonstration? See this boulder here? Try using strength to move it. Okay. Oh, see those other boulders over there? Try bringing this one over to its buddies. Righty. Where am I? How do I do this then? Press and hold A to use strength. To push and pull. Okay, let's get around the other side, because... Okay. Push. Push. Let's go. Okay, so what's the point in having Machoke around now then? I have usurped him. Wow, you're something else, pal. I can't believe you got the hang of using strength already. That was so awesome. So you needed a hand, yeah? I'm happy to help now that I'm all warmed up. What can I do? Dude, you don't need to do anything. Alright, just leave it to me. My strength will make quick work of that. But wait! You can use strength. Not so daft, the boy. You can use strength now, right? Then what do you need me for? You can handle it yourself. I get the distinct impression that this guy just likes flexing his biceps and stuff. He doesn't actually do anything. Besides, the best way to master a move you just learned is to practice using it over and over. Yeah, whatever, pal. Heard it. I'm going to train some more. Can't afford to let you get stronger than me, huh? Right, okay, whatever. He is a proper gym bro. He's just there for the pose. Okay. We push that. How do we get that to turn, though? I'm just going to leap into life in the right direction. So close, it needs to face a different... Try turning the PC in the right direction. Okay, with strength you can take objects right. Okay. Click. There we go. Nice. Battery restored. All functions are now available. Ho! Looks like you got that PC up and running just fine. So why don't you dive right in and see what you can learn from it? Okay. Rocky Ridges we're in. Here you can continue taking on challenges. Yes. Okay. The life coins you get from completing challenges can be used at any Pokemon Center. You can exchange them at any PC for your items of your choosing. Oh, we've found 70 Pokemon. Be sure to check out the new items we've added and keep on living your best Poke life. I'll wager you can get some awfully handy items from the PC here too. But this Pokemon Center is terribly broken down as well. I hope someday we can work together with the Pokemon of this town to rebuild this Pokemon Center. Important request underway. Okay. He's full. Oh, hang on a minute. How do I know? Building is in ruins. Yes. But we need to know. I think it's over here. So, add all required materials. Don't have any of that. Don't have any glass. Okay, and then we need five Pokemons. I'm so glad you can use the PC now, Deathy. Do you think you can learn anything about what happened to the humans from it? Can't find anything. That's a shame. And I doubt Machoke can help us either. They don't seem to think about much beyond their own muscles. I can only hope we find a Pokemon who knows more about humans. Hello? Somebody? Did you hear a voice just now? Hello? Is there anybody out there? Ah, yes. That was definitely someone shouting. I think I heard the voice coming from this direction. Where we going? I'm following you, Chief. Hello? 2 secs. Okay. No way! Look who's coming! A seat, a hot spring, and a shower. Help! Somebody save me! The voice is coming from back here. There's an awful lot of stuff lying around, so be careful. Okay. Is that a hint, Prof? Wouldn't it be great? See, come Saturday morning when I normally do my adulting, wouldn't it be great to be able to just Kirby style soak everything in? Hey, is somebody out there? What? What's this? A talking barrel? Why would a barrel talk? It's me that's talking, the best chef in town. Ooh. Could this be a human? Why exactly are you inside that barrel? Why? Well, when I woke up, there was nobody around, so just as anyone with any sense would do, I started looking for food. Right. But how did you get stuck in a barrel? I mean, somebody went to the trouble of suspending a barrel like this. Wouldn't you assume that it is something extra special inside? I figured it must be food, but when I climbed in to check, I got stuck. Now I can't get out. I see. You're quite powerfully motivated by food. No, it was for cooking research. Well, all that aside, it might be a human stuck inside this barrel. Do you think you can rescue them somehow, Deathy? I can probably cut through the chain. Can you actually do that? Oh yes, please, cut that chain, post haste. Yes, I think that's a very sensible idea. Use one of your moves to slice through that chain if you'd be so kind. Righty. Let me get up there, and then we will attend to this. Where am I? Cut. Clang. Okay. Oh my, your move bounced right off the chain. What? You can't do it? I thought you were going to cut the chain. Come on now. Don't get my hopes up and then let me down like that. That chain is sturdier than I thought. Good grief. Are you really so weak you can't handle a silly little chain? Are you eating well enough? I dare say you're not really in a position to say such things. Either way, eating a meal or two won't make a difference. That chain is simply too hard. Excuse me, but if you're mocking the power of cooking, I simply won't stand for it. If you eat my dishes, you'll find yourself with 100 times your usual energy. Any move a Pokemon uses will become 100 times stronger as well. A mere chain wouldn't stand a chance against that. Are you just making this up because you can't get out of that barrel yourself? No, it's the truth. Ugh, this is so frustrating. Oh, I know. How about this? I teach you how to make my dishes and you do the cooking. I'm really an excellent teacher, you know. You might not make something that gives you 100 times your strength, but surely you can manage 10 times. You're asking us to cook now. What do you say, Deathy? I can't think of a better plan, I'm afraid. And you have such a talent for creating things, like the humans did, so maybe you can cook as well. I want to cook. First time in my life I've ever said those words. So, you'll do it. Thank you. I won't forget this kindness. Now then, let's start with the basics. A salad. I'll sing the instructions to you, so listen closely. God. You'll sing. Chop, chop, chop 'em up. All those leaves of green. Chop 'em on a cutting board, smooth and clean. Flop, flop, toss, toss, put 'em on a plate. Now you have a salad. Tasty, green and great. What was that? Salad song, opus number 1, of course. Those were awfully vague instructions. Yes, well, it's the very first recipe for beginners. Anyway, let's get back on track. Please make yourself a smooth, clean cutting board. Once you've got one, you basically just chop up some leaves and you're done. I suppose we could make a cutting board by hacking off a piece of wood. No, that won't do at all. You can't be so rough and careless. Eating dinner, nom nom, have a good dinner, Kisa. A cutting board has to be perfectly smooth. Making one is a delicate and beautiful undertaking. You've certainly got a lot of requests. Now let's see. What Pokemon could cut a board delicately and beautifully? Aha! This may be a task for Dartrix. Deathy, do you think you could find a Dartrix? I believe they tend to like homes like this. Okay. Tell me and I will do it. Ooh, a pointy tree shaded rocky tall grass environment. Okay. Red tall grass times 4, a large boulder times 1, and a pointy tree. Okay. that'll be what we're off to now to do then. Pointy tree. Where the heck is the pointy trees in this joint? Oh, look, there's sandbags right there. I was looking for sandbags, couldn't find them. Right there. Absolutely useless. Right, I noticed round here there's a couple of... Hang on a minute, I'll pull that. Thank you. Right, I wonder if there's a pointy trees. Let's go. Oh, hang on a minute. What's going on there? Okay, they're not trees. It's a bush. That's not a pointy tree. Oh, that means I can push that out of the way now, though. Interesting. Actually, just trying to think about it. I should be able to just do... Ah! And then... Nice. And then I can push this back in here. Ooh, this looks posh. As I get completely sidetracked once again. I really wish you could find something that actually increases the range of your watering. Like you get a power up that actually allowed you to do this a bit faster. Okay. Where am I going to get a point? I've seen a couple of pointy trees on my travels, but not kind of round about here. Okay. Whoa. And we've got replaced as well. Talking of games coming out, we've got replaced coming out soon. That's April the 14th. I'm really looking forward to playing that. That's going to be great fun. That was a good demo that we played there. So that's going to be cool. Definitely play that on the channel. We've got Outward, which is the game where you got the camper van. Kind of cozier game where we've got the camper van. That was fun. That was a good demo as well. Enjoyed that. Lots of cracking indies coming out soon. Right. So that's that. Can anybody see it? There's a pointy tree, and strangely enough, it's got a big boulder right beside it. Okay, let's push this. Okay. So we need to do that, and then we need to go and get some grass. Do that. Put that away. And then that. Put that away. And then that. You can put that away. Right, let's go. Nice. Nicey. We've got that there. Got that there. Is that giving us the environment? Nice. Okay, I've restored a pointy tree shaded rod. That's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it? Okay, so we'll see if we get a Dartrix appearing and how long it takes for that Dartrix to actually turn up. Get some more small rods there, and we'll get this and take these away. Thank you. It's obviously not going to be instantaneous. We'll probably start watering this. Corn. I think that's just a... Okay, that's a carrot, that's not... Nice. I get the impression I should be able to... Okay, where's the water? Ooh, oh, help, help! Right. I should be able to flood this area by the looks of things. There. Right, so we've got that coming through there. And then through here. Whoa! Look at that! That's cool! So it helps with our crops. Nice. Right. So far. Let's do this and get this going. Yeah, we've got like a proper garden going now with irrigation and everything. Sweet. Corn growing. Okay, is this jiggling yet? Has somebody turned up? No. Come on! I'm impatient now. Want that to happen. Okay, so we've got that all sort of happening. See again, the desire to start landscaping this and forget what I'm actually supposed to be doing. Oh, I love that you can stand in the lily pads. That's cool. I got a stone cottage kit. Ooh. But welcome back, everyone. Hopefully that won't drop the VOD because it wasn't away too long. But I didn't have to actually start anything. OBS just reconnected. Look at this chap. Who are... Wait, hold on a second. Russell, Russell, cream flat. There we go. Needed to make myself presentable first. Now then, hello there. It's nice to meet you. Sweet. We have Dartrix. This narcissistic Pokemon is a clean freak. If you don't groom it diligently, it may stop listening to you. Okay, the pursuit of beauty. Hey Ditto, you okay? Why are you looking at me like that? Oh, I know. You want to discuss aesthetics and the pursuit of beauty with me, right? No, I just want you to make a cutting board. You want to make a cutting board? Huh? That's cool. Guessing you came to me because you needed the best, most beautiful cutting board you've ever seen, yeah? I can take care of that for you, no problem. But first, obviously, could you help me with something? See, I've always wanted a perch. I've definitely got one of them. Perfectly poised on my own personal perch. I mean, talk about picturesque. Thinking about a perch near my place. Absolutely not an issue, Chief. Where would you like it? Just absolutely there. I am convinced someone gave me a perch. Maybe not. I'm pretty sure. Maybe it was at the shop. We've got a walkway. I've definitely seen that perch. Maybe we'll have to go back to the shop. Wait. Okay. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Shop. Where the heck? I am absolutely convinced I saw that. It's a birdhouse. Huh, okay. Let's where's my workbench again? Let's go over here. I'm fairly convinced I have a there. I knew I'd seen it. Yes. Cool. Right. I know what we're gonna do here though. We're gonna take this. Way! That's so much fun. Right, okay. Not supposed to be having fun, we're supposed to be doing stuff. There we go. Yes, I did. I can tell you paid attention to my preferences when you put it together. Thanks. As promised, I'll tell you how to make a cutting board. The trick is cutting your lumber with a daring delicacy. Allow me to demonstrate and watch these veins closely. Da-da-da! Okay. Hello everyone, welcome back from ads. Anyway, that should do it. Not that I've ever seen one made myself before. You came up with a recipe for a cutting board. Nice! My beautiful claw-crafted cutting boards are sure to create cuisine of equal beauty. Oh, and if you need any lumber to make one, bring me a small log or two and I'll cut up nicely for you. Okay. Yes. Look at this. Where's my small log? Small log. Make me some lumber. Yes. I want, oh no, just 10 will do, that's fine. Hand over 2 small logs. Yes, yes, yes. I'll start right away. Okay. I'll be a while till I'm done, so come back later. Okay. Right. We're off. Woohoo! I love it. Right. Let's do our fine cut. Where's the cutting board? There it is. Okay. So we made the cutting board. Ahead, you're going to make a salad. Salads are supposed to have a bunch of leaves, right? Oh, that sounds so cool. Wish I could have some too. Help me make it. Of course I'll help. It's going to be so much fun making a salad together. It sounds like Score Bunny will help you with your cooking. Place your cutting board wherever you like and try whipping up some food with Score Bunny. Okay, so let's put the cutting board there. Cook. Leaf. How many do I need? 1, 2. Okay, start cooking. Would you like to try cooking a dish that you haven't made before? Yes. We're going to get cooking now as well. Yo. We made a salad. Looks delicious. I can't wait anymore. Time to dig in. Crunch. Munch, munch, munch. Okay. It's delicious. I mean, I knew it would be, but still. Come on, Ditto. You got to try some. Right, let's go. Can I not just like... What's wrong? You should totally... How do I do that though? How do I eat the salad? Yes. Okay. Right, okay, so now we've got 2 salads. Eat. Fully recovered pee-pee. Whoa! The food you ate powered up leafage. Okay, so... whoa. What the hell? Your leafage became more powerful after you ate the salad we made. I bet it's because we worked really hard together to make it. Preparing food makes it delicious, but I guess it also gives the food some kind of strange power. I should go tell the professor and everyone. Okay, when leafage is powered up after you eat a salad, you can press and hold the dead R to use it in a larger area. Okay. You can also use it on water to create aquatic plants, or on stone and hard ground to grow moss. You can now create a wider variety of habitats. Nice! Food looks to give you updates. Now, did I ever put that moss thing down? I think at one point... yes, there was an environment here. Yo, a mossy. This was for the Was this for the Snorlax? No, it wasn't for Snorlax. Okay, so we'll see if somebody pops up there. Sandbags, more sandbags. Right, let's go see the prof. And then we ate that delicious salad. Did it was leafage powered up. I didn't realise food could be so amazing. Well, do you believe me now? It's just like I told you, isn't it? What does leafage do when it's powered up, as you say? It seems like it can grow grass on, like, really hard, rocky ground. You'd see salad is made with leaves, so it makes sense it would affect plants. I'm genuinely impressed. But how will this help us cut that chain? It's just a warm-up for the next dish I'll teach you that powers up something else. Why didn't you teach us that dish first? Are you sure you really want out of that barrel? Well, a good meal starts with a nice starter salad, doesn't it? Anyway, forget all that. Here's the next song. Pat, pat, pat the dough. Knead up all that wheat. Bake in a bread oven, and your bread's ready to eat. So this time we need wheat and a bread oven. What's a bread oven? And how do you make one? You know? I haven't the faintest clue. Well, a bread oven is just that. An oven, but it's round and made of stone. When you light a fire inside it to bake your bread, lovely little puffs of smoke come from the top. Hard, round and smoky, huh? That sounds like Torkoal. Maybe Torkoal can teach us how to make a bread oven. Okay. I'm not sure that's how these things work. What do you think, Deathy? Sounds like a plan to me, to be fair. Well, if you say so, Deathy, you might be right. Either way, we have no other useful leads at the moment. Go ahead and find Torkoal and say what they have to say. Torkoal loves the hot spring in the cave. I bet you'll find them in no time if you set up a habitat there. Okay. There's a hot spring. Let's go. A mossy hot spring. Ooh, to make a home for Torkoal. Yes. Yes, I've done that. Yeah, I know that. Don't keep telling me the obvious. Get on. Let's go. Okay. I really don't need to do that, but it's just too much fun. Okay, so we are saying... Let's get rid of all this. There's a workbench in here as well. Nice. Okay. Sandbags. Okay, I got a recipe for stone steps. Awesome. Mossy soil. Okay. Right, okay, leave that like that because that's nice. Ooh. Look, we can make this. Oh, this is going to be so cool. A block of limestone. Came up with the recipe for marble. What? Oh, this is going to be some joint when it's done. I'm going to have marble everywhere. And a railroad running through everywhere too. Right. A railroad straight into the hot spring, which I haven't found yet. There's that. Ooh. Look at this place. It looks lovely. Right, leafage. Sweet. I've restored a mossy hot spring habitat. Okay. Over here. Oh. Oh, damn. Didn't mean to do that. Oh! Well, that's cool. You can actually build... Oh! You can make vines. Sorry, folks. My nose is killing me tonight. The temperature here just keeps changing. And it's causing me a lot of hassle with my sinus. Got a hot spring spout. Whoa! Place this next to a pool of hot water to create a genuine hot spring vibe. That sounds cool as. Okay, then we've got our boys here. Okay. Like-minded individuals have been slowly joining my cause as I continue to create homes for Pokemon. I greatly appreciate the support these individuals provide, but we have all begun to grow tired as the meteorological anomalies and resulting natural disasters continue to worsen. We need more time and we need more help. I have recently begun hearing rumours that there are plans to temporarily evacuate all of humanity into space. If these rumours are true, does that mean that all of our efforts have been in vain? My collaborators seem anxious as well. Perhaps they are of the same mind as I. Okay. Isn't it going to be cool? I'm definitely coming back to mess around in here and build this. I want a rail network. Oh, even better. I want a proper rail network all the way through here. It's going to be so cool. This. Oh! I've restored a railroad crossing habitat. Interesting. I wonder who comes to that one. No outlines even, so we've got no hint. Why can't I lay track there? Okay, done that. There must be a way to open that. Damn it. Okay. Found a trace of a Pokemon. Who's this going to be, do we think? Ooh. Okay, so there's 3... I heard somebody snoring there. to put up this track down so we keep building it up. Nice, 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 nice. 83, you're getting there. Okay, so you're getting there, you're getting there. Will you get by the end of the night? Who knows? Who knows? Oops.
At Lily3890_, you are 98% of a menace to the stream. A true gremlin. You are the wasp in the moving car. The spider in the corner of the shower. The nails down the blackboard of life.
Finally. An Arcanine doll. Ooh. That's interesting. Get your camera. Okay. Okay, here's the stuff you asked for. You know, the lumber. Thank you. Appreciate you. You got 10 pieces of lumber. Nice, nice, nice. Whoa, look at this dude. Whoosh. Nice to meet you. Pwah. Sorry. This place is just so relaxing. I couldn't help letting out lots of steam. I'll try to keep it under control in the future, so I'm not a bother to others here. Okay, let's go. Torkoal. Sweet. Right, what I want to do here, actually, is I want to do that. And then, yes. What I really wanted to do there was put my bag's full. That's a bummer. Where did that spout go? Oh, there. You're done, and you want to cry. No, don't cry, because you're done. And we've got all the lovely Pokemons. You're upset. Oh. Everyone hug Kuwu, please. Big hugs for Kuwu. Pokemon Casino, right? Okay. Right. Okay. Hey, Ditto, you need something? We need a bread oven. Okay. A bread oven? What's that? Does it have something to eat? Whoa, so my shell kind of looks like a bread oven. And basically, you want to study my shell to help you learn how to make a bread oven. That's wild. Sounds like a real challenge. That seems really fun though. I would love to help. But can I ask you for a little help first? Sometimes I really feel like going outside, you know? The floor of this cave is bumpy and uneven. And kind of hard to walk around on. Do you think you can make a nice path for me so I can get to the Pokemon Center? Oh look, there's somebody has appeared outside as well. Yes, it's hard for me to get around when all the ground is uneven. I'm counting it. Okay. Right. So it's basically what they're saying. We want. Okay. I'm going to need to make some stone steps, but I think what I need to do first, I need to go and dump some stuff. Maybe make some boxes. I did not track because I was mostly procrastinating, even though I thought it would be easier, but I'm upset that I like this. Well, Kubu, honestly, maybe you just need to put your head down and go to sleep. Maybe that would be the best thing, to try and have an early night. Right. I need some box. Oh god, there's people appearing everywhere now. But that doesn't make any difference. Don't worry about me. I'm more concerned about you being better. Right. So, don't do that. Can I? Oh no. I'll be okay now that it's over. Okay. Well, if you need to go at any point, just go. Don't worry about us. We'll be here. I'm not going to be on terribly late tonight anyway. I think I might go for about another 45 minutes or so, and then it might be time to call it a night at that point. So don't worry about us. Let's just go with that at the moment. I don't actually need to do that. Who's this? Who's that dude? Larvitar? Om nom nom. Ah, that's the stuff. Hey you, have you tried the dirt here yet? Not gonna lie, it's pretty tasty. What? You don't eat dirt? Wow, that's too bad for you. You've got to eat a ton if you want to grow big. Dude, if you've been eating a ton of dirt, you haven't grown that big yourself, have you? Okay. So, what we want to do here is put these houses, these kits, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in there. And then, because we'll get all sorts of housing stuff, and then I think we'll keep the raw materials on us. But we'll put the... oh god, I keep forgetting about that. Add the stack, add the stack. And then we do that. Then we can put more stuff in here. Let's put... right, let's put single item stuff in here. Oh god. Ooh. Garbage bags. God, we'll get everything in here. God, with stuff there's no... okay, right, hang on a minute. We're going to put this back in here. And we're going to have a windmill kit, and we're going to have a... no, sir. 2 seconds. Let's just do that. How are you? Good boy. Good boy. Where you been? Did you go for a pee-pee? You all started. You went out for a pee. You had a big drink. You're ready for your bed. Yeah.
Can I pet that dog?
No.
Can I pet that dog?
No, he's
Can I
sleeping.
pet that dog?
You're tired. You're sleepy boy tonight. Yeah, sleepy boy. Right, let's see my baby. Typical dog. Yeah, that's one Kisa. His brother's through in the other room. I was gonna say he he goes out for a pee just before he goes to bed, and then he comes up and has a massive drink out of the bowl. It kind of totally defeats the purpose of having had a pee, but that'll be that. Right. Okay. Put all the... I drink while peeing keeps you hydrated. Well, that's a skill in itself, Jet. Okay, we've got that, we've got that. And then... What am I trying to do here? Put that in... Look, we've got a slowpoke rug, which is kind of cool. Don't need that, and we don't need... Okay, that's more of a... Okay, so that's for that. Right, okay. Oops. I hope it went through a filter first. Right, what are we looking for here? We're looking for... Not really sure what I'm trying to do here. Let's put the wooden bench in, the walkway, the door. So let's put wood-related items in here. Ooh woo. What's that? An armor fossil. Right. So, well, let's go and see who's over here as well. Who this? Whoa! I love it. Riolu. Yeah, I am Riolu. You're giving off an aura, and it's the same aura as my friend. Does that mean we can be friends? I bet it does. An emanation Pokemon. Okay. It's exceedingly energetic, with enough stamina to keep running all through the night. Taking it for walks can be a challenging experience. Nice. Uh-huh. What kind of recipe? A wooden partition. Right, okay. Let's we'll raise the environment. Nice, nice, nice. Let's go into there. Okay. Whoa, dude. Okay, we can make a stone bench. Yeah, probably best not to, Grim. Probably best not to. A standing mic? What the heck? Right, we've got a stepping stones recipe. Oh, we'll get that, because that sounds cool. Yes. Right, so we now need to go and do our thing to... Right, stone steps. I think we need to make some to let this guy get up the stairs. Where have we got... There, stone steps. Or we could make... Do this. Yes. How come when you hand things over to the Pokemon it takes them like half an hour to do that? But then when you make them, you can do it in like 30, well, about 5 seconds. Let's go. Oh, we went too far. Oh, look at Scorbunny. Scorbunny's asleep in the grass. Let's go. Right, so... These two dudes just bing chilling in the hot... in the hot spring. Right, so I need to put some steps here so that he can get out. Okay, so that's that. We can get replace them aesthetically. Okay, that's quite cool. What's this? Moss, okay. Right, so we've got steps there, so he can get out there. Although... I presume if there's train tracks there, it actually... Bake Off has been watched. We've found so many Pokemon really. I'm assuming that because we've got the ability to put train tracks down, I need to break my way out here completely. Feels a bit like I fear that I might have gone a little too far here, if I'm being entirely honest. Is this guy following me at all? No. But the fact that you can put the train tracks down seems to suggest that I should be breaking my way out of all this. But it's not the first time that I'll have been breaking stuff apart and then realised that actually I've gone way too far. There was some night I was playing offline and I started to break through what I thought was this massive tunnel, and it just got to a point, it was getting foggier and foggier the longer I went down the tunnel, and I got to a point and it said you cannot go any further. I thought, oh great, I've just spent minutes going down here and breaking everything up and sucking everything up round about it, and now you're saying that it was kind of pointless me doing this. This doesn't feel completely right, I have to say. I keep seeing, like, when I think I might be breaking through at the other end. Watch out, Scorbunny. This is ridiculous. When am I going to come to a point where I can get through the other side? Right, let's do this bit first. Let's see if we're ever going to get it. I'm at Scorbunny's home. Oops. Well, but look. Let's go down here as I clear up all this. Why would the tracks suddenly stop? I've just realised. Because the I've just realised that you can actually build the tracks up the way. Which I kind of should have worked out a little bit quicker. Anyway, that doesn't matter because we can go up to here. Yeah, so you can build the track up to there. Damn it. Yeah. Right, okay, so you can build the tracks up. Okay. So now I've got a massive long section of track to build on that side. And then we can put a set of steps though here. Here. And here. Nice. What about, can I actually do this though? No, not that. I didn't want to. Let's do that in there. Yes. And then we can put this. No, don't want that. We want this. There. Beautiful. I can't think of any more train puns, thank God. Normally I get catching. What's this? Oh, that's me. I've put stuff in there. Right, okay. So I can now go and get the dude. I can now go and get Torko. Because he should be able to... Jeez, oh. It's a hot tub party in here. Have you made a nice path to Pokemon? So yes, it's all good to go. Right, nice. Just take your time, dude. But I'm not going to wait for you because, you know, slow. I've got stuff to do. Right, let's go. We'll do this, and this, and that. So I'm going to build an express train to the hot spring, so you can get from the Pokemon Center to the hot spring. That's going to rule. Look at that, comes right out at the Pokemon Center. Sweet. And then I can take me wee... Back. Where's my truck? Where's my trolley? And then I'll be able to take it down to the hot spring. That's gonna rule. Right, I need old Torkoal here to get his button gear. And then we can get that sorted out. Tiredness beginning to set in. Oh, you go and do that and I'll go across here. What on earth? This water is so tasty. Oh, hi there. Nice to meet you. Are you here for a drink? I was so thirsty until I found this place. The water here is great. One gulp and I'm totally refreshed. I've definitely found where I want to live. Okay. Great stuff, Chief. I can't remember. Just 2 seconds. I was just trying. I need to put the vote kick in here. But I haven't put the vote kick on this screen. A horizontal stripe print. Whoa, nice. I made it. Nice. Okay, we're here. That was really easy walk. Thank you for all your hard work. So, what did you need again? A bread oven? Yeah, but I don't know what to say that would help. I guess I'll just tell you everything I can remember since I was a little kid. It'll be a really long story, I think. So, when I was little, I really loved coal. I thought other Pokemon would like me more if I let out more smoke, so... Oh god, he's actually going to tell me everything that's happened since he was born. So yeah, that's my story. I hope it helped. Maybe this Pokemon is the Grim Pokemon. You came up with a recipe for a bread oven? Nice, okay. Little walk, see some sights. Oh yeah, you need to light a fire to use that. Yeah, probably need a Pokemon who's good with fire to help you. I'm pretty good with fire myself, so I could help you if you can't find someone else. Sweet, okay, right, let's go and make our bread oven. I'm going to take this stuff out of here. And then I'm going to make the... No, don't do that. I'm going to make the bread oven. How do I make the bread oven? Volcanic ash. I've got tons of volcanic ash. Where's all that gone then? Right, okay. Right. I thought I'd already had loads of volcanic... There! Volcanic ash. Tons of it. Right, okay. Put that in there. Right, okay. Not understanding. I need 4, owned 1. Volcanic ash. I've got like 40 of them in my inventory. What's going on here? Just an normal stone, right? Ash that fell from the sky. Yeah. Why is it not allowing me to do that then? That's weird, isn't it? I mean, I've got thousands of it. Oh, I see. Okay, I'm an idiot. I forgot that you can't take the... I didn't take the full stack out. I'm looking at it thinking it must have put the full stack in there. Yes. Okay. Right, let's put the thingy here. Nice. Okay, and I need to put... I'll put that there, like that. And then have I got a table of any kind? No, must have one in here though. There must be a table somewhere in one of these boxes. I'll put a wooden crate in, that'll do. A wooden crate, let's have one of them, thank you. And then I can put the crate in here. Okay, and then I can put my board on top of there. Okay, so I can make salads with that, and I can cook in here. Bring a Pokemon with a burn speciality over to light a fire. Where are you? I'll go with Scorbunny because he'll be faster. Let's go. Look at the way he runs with the fire at his feet. Okay. Ooh. Let's go. Now, I need to... No. No. Okay, I needed to get some wheat, didn't I? And then I can make some bread. Restore some PP when eaten. So, don't stand too close. Oh, you're a fire Pokemon. Okay. Can you get out of the way though? Yes, let's go. Let's make that bread. I made a loaf of simple bread. Nice. He's eating again. I need to fill in that hole because I get... Oh, hello. A vending machine break. What kind of Pokemon's that? Right, I'm desperate to see what's happening here. Oh, hang on a minute. I need to eat that bread, don't I? Where the hell's the bread? There. Fully recovered PP. Whoa! Super cut. The food you ate powered up cut. I know that smell. You managed to make some nice bread, didn't you, sweetie? It was yummy. Oh, so after leafage, you've now powered up cut. Wait a moment. I suppose that means... Do you think I'd be able to use cut on the chain supporting this barrel now? Oh, that's right. I'm sure you can do it, Pumpkin. Give it a good slice. When you power up cut by eating bread, you can also slice chains and grates. Sweet. So we can get into that bit that's got the grate on it. So we've got the rails. Who's this? Hello? Who's this dude? Phew, what a relief to be out of there. Oh, are you sweeties the ones who saved me? What's with the reaction? Surprised to see such a charming Pokemon pop out of that barrel. Okay. Greedent. Okay, where the heck? Kill it. You're a Pokemon? You said you were the best chef in town, so naturally I thought you were a Pokemon, a human. Well, I am the best in town. After all, there's no one else left here, and I'd appreciate if you called me Chef Ardente. Besides, no human could chat so eloquently with Pokemon. Surely you know that. That's as may be, but... Ah, fiddlesticks. I was so sure, but I suppose I jumped to conclusions. Okay. In any case... Oh, you two have saved me. Isn't that wonderful? Thank you so much, sweetie. Right, what am I getting, though? By the way, are you also searching for humans? Yes, we are. Oh, indeed we are. I take it you are as well. Yes, I'm looking for my buddy. Your buddy? Do you mean your trainer? No, they were a chef at a restaurant. Truth is, my buddy was the best chef in town. Oh, so that's why you so know much about cooking. Do you remember anything else about the humans? What was your buddy like before they disappeared? All I know is that when I woke up a bit, the town was in the state it is now. I have no idea what's going on or what happened. But this place was already in a decline before, since so many of the humans who worked as coal miners left. Even my buddy's restaurant, which used to always be so full of customers, was seeing less business. I know they were worrying about that, but that wouldn't be enough to make your buddy just up and leave you behind, would it? They don't sound like that kind of person to me. Of course it wouldn't. When I woke up, it wasn't just my buddy who was gone. Every single human had disappeared. As for the town itself, just look at the state of it. Gone completely to ruin. I'm sure something really disastrous must have happened. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but humans have disappeared from other towns as well. And for a very long time now, I've been pondering what we can do to get them to come back. Oh, I've just had the most wonderful idea. May I tell you? Okay, yes. It seems Chef Denty's got an idea of some kind. Why don't you try asking about it? Okay. My idea is to bring life back to this town, to make it just as lively as the good old days, with excellent restaurants to eat at, cheerful music playing. If we can restore this town to the energetic place it used to be, maybe the humans will come back. You really loved this town, didn't you? Well, what do you say, Deathy? Shall we do as Chef Denty suggests? Are you ready and willing to restore this town to the bright and lively place it once was, together? Yeah, but can you actually do something this time? Do you really mean it, Pumpkin? Oh, thank you so much. I'll be in your debt. Oh, well then, it's just a question of how to get started. You could make a bunch of habitats to attract lots of Pokemon to this town, or build houses for Pokemon to live in. I'm sure there are plenty of other things you could do to help too. Oh yes, you'll be busy. Right. Okay. Right, so we can go here. See who we've got. Have we got all the Pokemon we need? No, we need one more Pokemon before we can start building, which is a bit of a bummer. We've got limestone. We don't have any of that. We don't have any glass, and we don't have any iron ingots. Do we? No. Right. Itchy. Sorry. Across here. Don't know who's in here. What's in here? We got a recipe for a soft mat. Okay, but not really helpful. Right. There is, if we go down here, whoops, and run all the way down here, and round the corner. Oh, somebody new is here. Who's this guy? Oh, I love him. Carcoal. Yo, you need something? It's been a while since I've seen anyone else, so I'm pretty pumped to get to chat with you. Whoa, I'm getting so pumped. Look at the state of him. My whole body's heating up. I love him. Uh-oh, are you getting a little too hot? That's no good. That's a Pokemon. Seems to be. Come on, buddy, cool down already. So cool. I hope you're keeping up with all the new Pokemon, Lily, for the bingos. I gotta go fast. Okay. Question for you: have you ever ridden in a handcar? Yes. I knew it. Aren't handcars the coolest? They can go so fast. I wish I could push around fast like a handcar on a railway track, but when they really pick up momentum, I get kind of freaked out because it feels like I won't be able to stop. That's where you come in, Ditto. Okay. Remember the railroad crossing? You know, the home you made for me? When a handcar bumps into a railroad crossing, it stops in its tracks, literally. So after you lay down railway tracks, make sure to put crossing gates at the end. Basically, I want you to make more railroad crossings. Once that happens, I can go flying down the railway track without worrying about going off the rails. Plus then you can just hop on a handcar whenever you want to move somewhere fast. Pretty handy, right? So you want to help me out with this or what? Yes, give me the recipe. Right, I've got a recipe for a crossing gate. Beautiful. No way you're going to help. Wow, you rock. In that case, can you make another railroad crossing? Aside from the one where I'm living, that is. Thanks again, pal. Right, we can do that, definitely. Right, so let's go and have a look at our Pokédex for tonight. I wonder if we can do it just by... Okay, in this area. Right. Filter. Right, so we've got that ditto. Yes, Machoke. Who's fighting. We've got fighting, rock, ground, water and grass. Got ad starting in 2, well, almost 3 minutes. Grass type found, and oh god, hang on, wait, and then that. Fire, yes, we know that one. And then we've got a fighting, another. He's so cool. Grass and flying. Fire. Normal. So flying and normal. And we've got rock and fire. Okay. Let's go and cut this. Well then, thank you so much, Lily. Great sitting together up in stack. Right, okay. Whoa, look at this joint. This is insane. Hacker's Confessions has been added to your human records. Apparently, I'd left traces when I hacked the servers. That was enough for them to track me down. The people from the Foundation were surprisingly polite, and they explained what was happening in detail. I have no intention of writing it all here. The important thing is that someday this disaster will spread throughout the entire world. They said that humanity in its current state can't prevent it. The Foundation, together with other regions, had formed a plan to evacuate all of humanity into space. The plan was already... Yes, we have. Loads of them. The plan was already in motion. My head was spinning at the outrageous tale. Basically, every time you find a new Pokemon, you must have made a new habitat. So what would become of Pokemon? When I put the questions to him, they described their Pokemon conservation project and asked for my help. Okay. Ooh. What's this? It looks like the Pokemon can process the materials you put in here. Would you like to put something inside? No. Because I don't know what's there. What in the Minecraft is going on here? This is insane. This area is so big. I mean, oh, sorry, I got too excited. There's a light there. Yeah. We could say that, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of, I've said at the start of the stream, it's kind of frightening and overwhelming in equal measure. It's just so massive. You don't know where to start and where to stop. Ooh, look at that. Who's that Pokemon? Great. Ooh. That isn't... Okay, found a trace of a Pokemon. This is going to be a cool one. Okay, piping hot lava. Molten rock, lava times 2. Okay, so do I need to push this? It's too hot to move. You may be able to move it if you splash it with water. They're not daft, are they? That's cool. I've restored a piping hot lava habitat. Okay. Right, let's go and open up this. What? What is going on? This game is absolutely insane. I've got a growler. Insane. I can't do anything with them. Oh, maybe I can smash them. Can I cut them? What happens when you cut them? Crystal fragments. It's just when you think you've seen everything, you then break through and there's a whole load of new stuff that you've never even... It's just a constant source of wonder. Would you mind appearing? If you're going to appear, could you do it quickly so I can leave? Right, let's do... Oh god. Let's splash this. And then... I probably won't be able to do this, but okay. And then... Okay. Okay. I need to do that again now. And then push that over the... I'm trying to increase my odds of getting this Pokemon to appear so I can retrace my steps and get out of here. Does PP run out at all? Once, I think it did, yeah. So you can call that one, definitely. Okay, it's just going to be obtuse now. It's not going to do it. And then I'm going to, at some point, I don't really want to have to come back down here again. Right, let's go up here and break through this crate and hope maybe that'll, by the time we've done here and had a runabout, then it will have appeared. A cooking pot, sweet. Okay. It's been a while since we've found a new hairstyle or a new... Ooh. Okay, not what I expected. A new outfit. What the heck? Yes, we have. This is madness. Okay, here's another Bug Love September issue. Has been added to your human record. This issue's feature article is all about Vespiquen. What is the beehive Pokemon's surprising reaction when given honey? Read on to find out. Well, we know. She gives you a present. Right. So we've been in here. Hopefully, one of our 2 locations here has spawned a Pokemon. No. Maybe it's one of these we've kind of built the environment, so we need to leave it to cook for a bit, and we need to come back. It's whether or not I remember to come back down here. That's the problem at the moment.
Bingo! Ho ho ho!
I guess at some point. I don't want to leave them down here forever, so... Ooh, hello. Uh-huh. A light-up stage. Oh, you need 2 spotlights and a small stage. Okay. Maybe then we should swipe that. Is there another spotlight anywhere? Because I've got a stage. I just need the spotlights. Dang it. I better check my bingo actually. Let's have a quick look at my bingo card. What? I have got 1? How can I possibly just have 1 thing on the bingo? Hello? Is this thing on? That's madness. Oh, we found a step stool. Is that Kay's stool? A step stool for reaching things in high places. 56%. Yeah, I think they're back home now, actually. Kay's stool is in the game. Kay said she was going to be here tonight, actually. She was going to be here because her streak was in danger. Right. Shout out if you see a spotlight anywhere. Woo. There's plenty of lanterns, but there's not that many spotlights. Okay, so he's there, and then we want to... Who's this? Who's that? Hello? Raboot? No way! I love the way they've got their hands in their hoodie pocket. That's so cool. Or is it their dungarees? Have they got dungarees on? Oh, sorry, did I startle you? I was just doing my regular kick drills. But I'm a little hungry now, so maybe I'll head out to find a tree that's got some berries in it. I'll show you the fruits of my training by kicking every last berry out of that tree. It's another fire Pokemon. Thanks to its soft and fluffy fur, Raboot can easily heat up its fire energy and produce flames with more power. You think this is what Score Bunny... okay. Right, I don't know where the... A special salad... Hello? Hey, Doctor, how do you do? What is it making salad? Score Bunny, yes, I'd love to try one of your salads, but I want to eat it gracefully, beautifully, you get me? Like a salad where everything's shredded real finely. Think you can make something like that? I'll give it a go. I'm excited. Thanks, Ditto. Oh, and if you need any help cutting up the salad greens, let me know. Always happy to lend a wing. Like a special salad collaboration between you and me. Yes. Okay, let's go. This doesn't look structurally sound anymore. Although I'm building like an underground. That's quite cool. Let me teach you. What am I getting taught now? Okay. Yes. A shredded salad. I'll dig right in. Okay. Huh? Why that shredded salad was tasty as it was easy to eat with elegance. Thanks for sharing. If you ever want to make another, just say the word. Happy to help out anytime. Nice. Okay, we've completed Datrix's request. What am I getting taught over here? You really are quite amazing. Thank you. Not everyone can learn how to make breads and salads so quickly. I had a good teacher. Haha, Riz. Oh, how precious you are, saying something so sweet. Anyway, how would you like to learn to make another of my special dishes? Teach me, Senpai. That's the spirit. Now let's get started. Sizzle, sizzle, make us drool. Hamburger steak. First, knead the beans with all the love in your heart. Next up, a frying pan is what we need to make this sizzly, juicy dish. It's really quite an art. Now the song and dish are done, I hope you had a lot of fun. So the main takeaway should be, to make hamburger steak, you need a frying pan. Now, I may be able to cook, but I sure can't make a frying pan. It's for frying things over a fire, so I suppose you'll need a lightweight material that can withstand the heat. Why don't you try asking Professor Tangrowth where you could find something like that? I'll teach you how to use a frying pan once you've made one. Just say the word when you're ready, Pumpkin. Okay. Hey. Oh God. What's happening here? There's so many things happening now. This area has had far more interaction in terms of speaking with Pokemon, making environments, like quest lines. Oh, Deathy, do you need my help with something? I want to make a frying pan? So this time you want to make a frying pan, eh? If you're looking for a material that's lightweight and can withstand heat, then I think copper ore's just the ticket. Conveniently, there's a decent amount of copper ore in the ground around here. If you look closely, do you see some bluish metal mixed in with the soil? That's copper ore. But you can't use ore as is, I'm afraid. First, you'll need to melt it down and shape it into ingots. Then you can use it as a material for your frying pan. But what can we use to melt something so hard? All those things in the side of the tunnel? Okay. Oh, I just recalled. Machoke was looking for you. They seem to be in a spot of trouble. I'll spend a bit more time pondering how to make copper ingots. Meanwhile, would you please go see what Machoke has to say? Right, okay. Ooh. Here he is. Hey, Ditto, I've been waiting for you. There's some kind of super strong fence up ahead that's blocking off the way forward. I tried to knock it down, but my punches couldn't even make a dent. Think you could do something about it? I absolutely can. What? You think you can cut that thing down like it's a branch on a tree? Ha! Now that I'd like to see. Alright, let's jog on over to that fence. I'll take you to it. Trying to keep up? Okay. Do you want to put some money on the fact that I'm going to break through this thing? Let's make it interesting. Saying you don't really believe me. Doubt it. It's going to take so many rail tracks. Ooh, Pokemon. Found trace of a Pokemon. Ooh, a furnace spot. Okay. I've got a furnace in my inventory. Hang on a sec. I'll just go and get that after I've smashed through this. Okay, here's the fence. Looks pretty sturdy, right? You really think you can cut this thing down? Show me what you got, pal. Right, get out the way. Whoa! You really did it. You cut that fence like it was paper. Awesome. Classic Ditto. I knew you'd handle it. Now we can finally go farther in. But is it just me, or is it ridiculously hot? Seems like the heat's coming from deep within, and I'm no good with hot places. You know what they say, if you can't stand the heat, get out the tunnel. So I'll head back now. But hey, you should totally go further in and check it out. I already have. Maybe you'll meet some Pokemon who love living in super hot spots. Meanwhile, I should probably go cool off these fists. They start to swell up from all that fence punching from earlier. Ow. Right, okay. Oh ho, Deathy. I was just poking around on the PC when it apparently decided to connect me with you again. How are things on your end? It's really hot. Oh, you're in a tunnel, are you? The mountains around here all seem to be volcanoes, so I'm very much inclined to believe that it's hot in there. Oh, that reminds me. It's about melting copper ore to make copper ingots. I believe you'll want a smelting furnace for that. But I'm afraid I don't know how to actually use a smelting furnace. That's the type of question you should take to a Pokemon who can manipulate fire. For example, there's a Pokemon called Magmar. They're all born in volcanoes, much like the one you're in now. This is why, having made the environment for the Pokemon, it didn't appear, because we hadn't actually triggered the quest line yet. You could try making a home that would appeal to a Magmar. Then, if you're able to meet a Magmar, that's your chance to ask about a smelting furnace. I'd wager they could teach you all about it. Okay. Well, I won't keep you any longer. Be careful around all those dangerous places, won't you? Right, so we get this. We get that. We run down here. We get this. We got a recipe for a railway track. Now we're on. We can make as much railway track as we want. We can make track for all round here. Ooh, okay. So, given we've just been talking about a Magmar, and we've found a trace of a Pokemon, I guess this is where we're going to find Magmar. Yes. How did we know? Digging and burning. Okay, so we need excavation tools and a wheelbarrow. Okay. Well, there's the tools, and here's a wheelbarrow. Right, okay. Would you... Okay, wait, I've been pulling this stupid bird along with me. Wherever I've been going. Right, there, we go there. Whoops. Adjust position. Okay, weird. Why can't I put it down? Oops, I can't remember what the environment looked like. Habitat. Okay. Right, so I need to put the tools. Oh, where's the tools going? Right, okay, here. There. Nice. A digging and burning habitat. Okay. So we've done that. Yes. Okay. Right. So does this connect up to where we have previously been? Spotlight. Okay. That's 2 spotlights. We just need to make the stage. It feels like we're getting close to... Yes. It is. Who's this? Cadet. Well, what do you think about my move? Pretty cool, huh? I practice it real hard all the time, so I'll never lose. As long as I keep my body moving and let my feelings burn within me, I can beat anyone, even if they're huge. Probably. car cadet. Its firepower increases when it fights, reaching over 1800 degrees Fahrenheit. It likes berries that are rich in fat. Okay. We found more Pokemon, therefore we get a new recipe. Wooden posts. You wouldn't want to be building wooden posts down here, I feel. Right, anywho, now that we know that that's where that links up to, we should go back out here. That was there, wasn't it? Yes. Now we can go here. And our pal has arrived. It's just not going to happen tonight, Kisa. You've used up all your luck. Okay. Magmar. Hi there. It's been a while since I've talked to anyone. Well, I'm getting really nervous, to be honest. Very close. I feel like my heart's about to jump out of my mouth. Oops. Sorry. Fire came out instead. I'd be so happy if you'd come talk to me again, though. Righty. Hey, Diddle, what's up? You need me to melt some copper ore and make ingots. Feels so good to be relied on. Could you put some copper ore into the smelting furnace? I'll melt down my field. Okay. Right. Bring a Pokemon with you. Stand in front of this. Okay. You can melt materials such as... Okay. Have I got any of that on me? I do. Right, okay. Use. Yes. Okay. You here? Okay, we're off. Right, so that's doing that. I think we'll go up here. And we shall... What was the other environment that we saw up here? Oh yeah, I needed to get a furnace, didn't I? Let's go and get a furnace. I got a furnace in my in one of my boxes over here. Okay, I've got another. I am going to stop soon because I can feel myself beginning to get a bit. My nose is beginning to really. Oh, I need to build that. Okay. Interesting. But I think we could just go on and on all night here. Look, there's so many things happening here. That's crazy. It's quite darling muffin. Oh, we're gonna get a chef outfit. The yellow scarf is a particularly good example. It's important for a chef to have an accessory that highlights their cleanliness. Yes. Use transform. Okay. Good gracious, I didn't know you were so good at doing impressions. Now you look just like me. Quite the upgrade, sweetie. That yellow scarf is just like the matching ones that my buddy and I wore. It looks great on you too. I'm sure your dishes will always be tasty from now on if you change into that look when you cook. Nice. Okay. So I transform when I cook and everything will be sweet. And then, okay, you got to find what? You know Graveler? Nope. They're huge, heavy, round. I like Graveler, mine. I used to work out with them all the time back in the day. They're perfect weight for bench presses. Anyway, I need them for something. Could you be a pal and find Graveler for me? Pretty sure they like hanging out in spots like this. Okay, let's see. So, mossy boulder. So we need a mossy boulder and moss. Okay. Can we, if you're on it, you say yes. Let me go and put this thingy down, this kit down. Oh look, it's flying. I don't know why I'm surprised that a bird's flying, but I think it's the first time I've seen an actual flying Pokemon in the game. So I'm going here, and I'm going here, and what am I trying to do? Where my kit gone? Right. Okay. I need iron ore and I need glass fragments. Okay. And then I need magmar and Machamp. Okay, so I can, if I get I need iron ore and glass fragments. I wonder if I've got them in my... I'm not sure. Let me just check quickly to see if I've got that, because I wouldn't mind starting that before we just finish for the night. Because if I've got the Pokemon here, and I've got the equipment, the raw materials here, then I really should just put it under away, I suppose. I can't remember which one has all my raw... Oh, no. Okay. I don't know if I've got any iron ore. Damn it. I think that's in my other... Yeah. Right, I'm going to need to get that from somewhere, but not now. I think what we'll do is we'll just sign off on the computer. We've raised the environment level, which is cool. And new challenges available. Let's go to the challenges. Gather iron ore. Okay. Balloons. Ooh. Good lord. That's a lot. Plain stool recipe. Yes. I want the recipes more than anything. PP up. We can put our PP up. Always need. This is for those of you that weren't here before. I know Kesa was here, but we discovered that this every now and again in the shop, you get Pokemon Viagra, which puts your PP up. So it's always a good idea to buy it when you see it, because you never know when you need to get the PP up, you know. I thought it was somebody else coming in there. It's just grim as you. Ooh, packing tips pro increases the number of items you can put in your bag even more. Yes.
PP up.
There we go. Nice. You can now fit a little more into your bag. Sweet. Pokemetal ingots. A Pokemon Center rebuilding kit. Oh, I might buy that actually. You fell asleep listening to it. That's fine. That's not a problem, cool. I'm just going to finish in a minute anyway. A Moonlight Dance statue kit. Well, I'm having that. Look at the nick of that. We can build a Clefairy thing. Oh, it's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You give up. Righty, iron bed. Let's go. What's this? A mountain house recipe set. Yes. Okay. Okay. Nice. I should really buy this and start planting. Yeah, but again, there's been so much happening tonight. it's been quite hard to actually go off and do anything else. Right, so let's go across here. See, this goes that way, but I haven't worked out a way of actually okay. I thought it was a bit weird. Yeah, it's just not wanting to give it up tonight. I thought it was a bit weird that you could never clear that off the floor. Right, okay. Enough. Because if I don't stop here, I'm going to keep going for longer and longer and longer and longer, and I'm never going to get to the end of it. Right, so if we do that, give me 2 seconds. I'll put you on BRB. Well, I got it, but it's not letting out. No, absolutely, yeah. Once is enough, as opposed to last night when it was every 2 minutes for Kisa. Oh. Dude! What the hell? I have a serious problem. Did somebody put cling? This is terrible. Ooh!
Huh?
I don't like it. I really don't like it. Is the patient the only person in the machine room? Yes. Are there any metal objects left in the machine room? No. Does the patient feel comfortable? Yes. Turn the MRI machine on? Yes. Oh, shoot. One of those questions may not have been answered correctly. It's me. Where's... Hello. I came back. We can put that off. Hello. Big smiley face. 45%. Just not happening. Not happening tonight at all. Right, let's have a quick whip through bingo just to make sure Lily's been keeping up to date. We have no founder. I don't think we've had 3 VIPs. No new followers, no new subs. Boys appeared on stream, yes. I did die, effectively. I did talk about the weekly schedule. I vaguely talked about anime, but I'll give you that one. I will have scratched my head because I always do. Okay, we've had an 1 over 90% menace. There is a UNSC member. Stream day is not changed. I think we did find one normal type. Fighting type. We definitely found a fighting type. Didn't find any electric, ice, or grass. We did find a flying type. The only character he likes is Looney. I mean, Looney is good, but oh, I've forgotten her name already. Because Luna doesn't get distracted. No, but who's the one that's the real badass? I've forgotten the names. Definitely. Why is my bingo not keeping up to date? PP runs out. New door was opened. Pokemon request. And ancient artifact. A new recipe found, definitely. New technique learned, definitely. Right, okay. My one that did that with keys earlier. It wasn't updating for ages. Don't know. Maybe my CL. CL is the best character in E33. She's so badass. Oh, aye, yeah. My card's not updating. Interesting. I wonder if they've got a problem with the API. Because even putting all those in, my card has not updated. I don't know how to refresh it. That's not good. Interesting. He yeeted CL at the party for loot. No, the party needs to be. The party needs to be CL, Luna, and I want to say Monaco, but it's not Monaco. Yeah, Monaco. That's the party. That's the best ones. That was my party for the vast majority of the game. I got rid of all the sort of main characters. I didn't have Verso. I didn't have Mael. I just basically ran with Luna. All right, okay. Luna was the healer for the party, and CL and Monaco were the damage dealers for my party all the way through. Glad I wasn't slacking too much tonight. Did better than I thought it would. Absolutely. I wonder why that's not doing that though. That's an interesting. Interesting that it's not updating properly. I'll need to look into that and see why. Because I think I've got tons of. There's a lot of entries there. Anyway, the other thing we need to do, obviously, is we need to do the stream receipt. I mean, SK is the best character. Yeah, but you can't have SK in the party, unfortunately. So, we have. It says we've been up time for an hour and 40, which isn't true. We've obviously been streaming for just about 3.5 hours. So a slightly shorter one for us tonight. Average viewers 13, peak viewers 17. I don't know how that will work over the course of. It'll be interesting to see what the Twitch stats actually are. No subs, no follows, no bits, no donations, no raids, no hype trains. 2,255 channel points spent. We've got 6 minutes of ads, which is obviously not true. We'll have had 12 minutes of ads as well. This is just for the last hour and a half, Lily. It's obviously dropped all the stats for the front half of the stream, which is a bit of a pain. But if I do that and I do that, is that gonna? Yeah, I think it's still gonna hold as 13 average over the piece. So anyway, there we go. We can put that off. No, yes, it's gone. Nice. Right, let me have a look at who's on. There's nothing else we need to do, is there? Other than to thank you all for being here tonight. We'll have a look and see who is streaming.
Bingo! Ho, ho, ho,
Yeah, get your
ho.
bingo cheaters in. See if it works. See if it'll update just in time. And we can have a look at who's on. Kyle's on
Bingo!
Counter
Ho, ho, ho,
Strike.
ho.
Just having a look. Bear with me. Kira's on, but we went there reasonably. We could go and see Clem. Let's go and say hello to Clem. It's been a while since we've dropped by Clem. Big claim. Anno multationum. Okay. No idea what this is. It's probably a, oh my god. Oh. Clem is on his weeb arc, it looks like. This is interesting. We'll definitely go and say hello there. Because I'm not sure what he's playing, but it looks very weebish. Raid stuff. There we go, and there we go. Yippee, EP time. Yes. Thank you everyone for being here. Kuwu enjoyed her stay and had a little nap in the middle of it. I hope you're feeling a bit better, Kuwu. Hopefully you get a decent night's sleep tonight and everything will be looking a bit better in the morning. That's fine. You're allowed to have a little nap. It's cool. It's not a problem. And I should be back on Tuesday, where we will play Planet of Lana 2. We will try and make as much progress as possible on Planet of Lana 2. Thursday, I should be back after that, and we're going to play Grime 2. And then it'll probably be Sunday after that, and it'll either be more Pokemon or a bit of Assassin's Creed, unless I find some mad demos or something to play along the way. There's always the possibility of an extra stream in the middle of all that, but we'll just see. We'll see how we go. But anyway, thank you so much, everyone, for being here today, everyone who's lurked, everyone who's chatted, everyone who's napped. Appreciate you all being here. Absolutely fantastic. Let's go and say hello to Clem and say have a good night. Thank you very much. I'll see you on Tuesday. Bye. Oh.
Deathy. Tell me you guys aren't in ads. Hey, Kuwil. Hey, Lily.